remember. I remember. I still remember my youngest sister Grace and all the most intimate details about her. She died of cancer 6 months, 8 days, and roughly 4 hours ago. She was only 11 years old. When Gracie was first diagnosed with cancer, I began to notice things about her that I had never considered before. She was calm. She wasn't worried, even though she'd been given no more than 3 years to live. My mother and father, of course, were distraught, frantic, and for the first time, unsure of how to handle the situation. It broke my heart a little because I had loved Gracie far more than they ever did. That is, until she was diagnosed, and their love for her burst through the cracks in our windows and doors for lack of room in the house. I would remain outside, hoping that some of their leftover love would touch me. It rarely did. Grace's love was always there, though. She would tell me at night when she snuck into my room that she still loved me the most, because my love was genuine. It wasn't conditional, and my love had always been there. I could tell how much she still loved me because around Mom and Dad, she was this strong warrior, fearless. She drew me pictures and wrote stories and poetry. They still cover my walls. I sleep with her favorite stuffed animal, and for now it still smells like her. But I still can't believe she's gone. It feels like she should still be here, like I should walk down the hallway and see her playing in her room. What you up to, cutie?
You know, the usual. Drawing, homework, avoiding Mom and Dad.
Feel your pain, kid. What are they doing now?
Talking about some business, something or other, and trying to tell me how I need to do this with my life because of this, and I absolutely shouldn't do that because of this.
I'm really sorry. That's never fun.
Yeah, well, they've never been fun. What have you been up to, Beck?
Did some homework, looked at some new music I might sing.
Really? Who wrote it?
Logan, who else would I get music from?
I was hoping you had written your own.
You know I don't write.
Can I hear it?
Madison and I are having practice with Logan tomorrow afternoon. I can pick you up and take you if you want.
I would love to. I'd love hearing you guys sing and play.
It's a date then.
Becca, can I come in?
Of course, sweetie. How did your doctor's appointment go? Grace? What's wrong?
Cancer. I have cancer.
What? Come here. It's okay. You're going to be okay. I just love your hair. It's so soft and such a pretty shade of red. I could play with it for ages and I'd never get tired of it.
Enjoy it while it's still there.
Oh, Gracie. What you drawing?
It's you and me, when I was younger. Back when you used to carry me around.
I love it. Can I keep it to put on the wall with all the other stuff you've drawn?
Of course.
Your first chemo treatment is tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'm so scared. Will you pray for me?
I'm always praying for you. But yes, I'm sorry I can't come. Mom won't let me miss school.
Thanks. I know you would come if you could. Can I sleep here tonight?
You didn't even have to ask. You're always welcome in here.
I don't know what it is. It just feels so much better to be with someone. Being with you makes me feel better. When I'm alone, I think about it too much. When I'm with Mom and Dad, they make me feel like I'm a glass ornament, not a person.
You're the most amazing person I've ever met.
I'm not nearly as amazing as you.
Want a snack?
Of course! world forgets about, you know? Be Jesus to the least of us. Because I feel like, I don't know, I just don't want people to have to go through life alone, I guess. It's hard to explain.
I think I know exactly what you mean. So, I have another question.
Go for it.
You're like 11 years old. How is it that you're so mature and wise already?
I don't know. It must have something to do with my big sister.
That I find hard to believe.
No, seriously. You're my role model. You always have been. Ever since I was a little girl.
I'm so honored.
You're the best big sister. Thank you.
For what?
Just thank you. For everything.
Thanks for being my little sister.
Is it okay if...
Oh, sorry. You're fine. I was done. And yes, you can sleep in here.
Thank you. I could hear Mom and Dad talking about me from my room. I can't sleep when they do that.
Understandable. What's wrong, sweetie? Gracie?
It's just
Breathe.
I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep tonight.
That's okay. I can stay up with you if you want.
You don't have to.
I will.
You don't need to worry about me, Becca. I'm okay. I really am.
You're my baby sister. Of course I'm worried about you.
Okay. So, what does Batman put in his drinks?
Oh, goodness. I have no idea. What?
Just ice.
Oh, Gracie. I don't know what I'm going to do without you. Oh, Madison said to tell you hey and that she's thinking about you. And Jake wants to go out with me tonight. Do you care if I pass on going to the hospital with you?
I guess you can go with Jake. I would really feel better if you came to the hospital with me, though, since you haven't been able to come before.
You know, everything doesn't revolve around you, Grace. Just because you have cancer doesn't mean I suddenly don't have a life.
I'm sorry. Have fun with Jake. Love you.
Gracie?
Come in.
Look, I'm sorry about how I acted yesterday afternoon. I was being a complete jerk, and I shouldn't have yelled at you. You didn't do anything wrong, and I'm sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
It's not okay. I
forgive you. We can just let it go.
if you say so.
Do you want to read the poem I just wrote?
Absolutely. Let me see.
It's the last page that has writing on it.
Gracie, look at all this. You never told me that you're a writer, too.
Just read the last one, Beck.
Sweetie, this is the most beautiful thing that I've ever read. I don't... Come here.
Did Mom and Dad tell you?
Tell me what? No?
Oh,
Are you going to tell me?
you need to know. I'm just trying to figure out how to tell you.
Now I'm worried.
I don't want you to worry, okay? I'm going to tell you, but you can't flip.
Okay. I think I'm as ready as I'm ever going to be.
My cancer's spread. A lot. I'm going back to the hospital tomorrow, but my doctor doesn't think I'm going to make it longer than a week.
Gracie?
Hey, Becca,
Yeah, babe?
can you squeeze into the bed with me? I just want it to feel more like home and less like a hospital.
Yeah, of course. wish you and I could just fly away from here.
I bet you don't wish that as much as I do.
Go to sleep. I'll be right here.
Good night. I love you.
I love you too, Gracie Poo. Just wish I knew how to save you as well. I'm on my way right now. What do you mean I don't need to bother coming? Oh, okay. I wasn't there. It's like I don't know what to do anymore. Can't even get up off the floor to go eat, much less make myself get ready for her funeral. Everywhere I look, there she is, but she isn't really there.
Rebecca, you need to get ready. This is from Grace. She wrote it before she left us.
I don't want to.
Get ready.
I don't want to go, Mom. I don't know if I'm ready for this. Dear Becca, I don't think I'm ever going to have the privilege of seeing you again. But there's so much I want to say. Please don't cry too much. I've always hated seeing you cry. And don't get too upset with Mom and Dad. They're just having a hard time dealing with this. I want you to promise that you'll keep living your life. Just because my life is ending doesn't mean yours has to. You're going to do great things someday. Don't let me down. I know that right now you're probably angry and confused, and you have every right to be. But don't stay that way. Write about it. It'll help, I promise. You might not be able to understand, but this is all for the best. Don't lose faith because of it. Your faith is too strong to give up on. Change the world for me, okay? And if you're ever overcome with sadness or worry, I'm up in heaven smiling down on you. I'm so proud of you, and I'm watching over you always. All the love in the world, Grace. Gracie, do me a favor and get me through your funeral. I don't know what I'm going to do without you. Here you go, Gracie. This is me, trying to write. I don't understand how she was so good at this. Nothing I come up with sounds good. I just don't understand. She never did anything wrong. She was the most innocent, wonderful person I'd ever met. Why? Why did it have to be her that died? What happened to miracles? If anyone deserves a miracle, it was her. She's the only person I would have talked to about this, but she's gone. I can't do this without her. I'm so lost.
Oh, Dave.
I'm okay, Madison. I was really tired.
Your mom called my mom. I know for a fact this is not because you're tired.
Maybe I've just been abnormally tired for the past 3 months.
You should really admit to what's wrong. It will make it better.
Doubt it. You're my best friend, not my therapist. Can't you just say you love me and let me sleep in peace?
Right. I'm your best friend, so I'll absolutely not let you stay locked up in your room when you're clearly not okay.
What if I don't want to talk about it?
What if I know you want to talk about it?
How would you possibly know that?
Lord knows you can't talk to your parents. Can't Gracie. I'm pretty much the only option. Look, Beck, we can do this 2 ways. You can either start talking, or I can start asking questions. All right then. Well, what about your faith? Your faith is the strongest of any person I know. How much have you talked to God about it?
A lot, actually. Keep reading my Bible, hoping I'll read something and bam, I'll magically understand. When I'm not really sleeping in here, which is most of the time, I'm talking to God, praying that something will happen and bam, I'll just understand.
I think you know that understanding doesn't just happen with a man.
Yeah, you're right. How do I make myself understand? How do I deal with it?
That's just one of those things that you have to figure out for yourself, because it's different for everybody.
Do you think I'm ever going to be okay?
Sweetheart, of course.
But Mom and Dad are already over it, and
We all know you loved Grace more than they ever did. You're going to figure it out, and you're going to become an even better person because of it. Just breathe, you'll get there.
thank you for caring enough to come and talk to me. It means a lot.
Anything for you.
My dearest Gracie, it took me a long time, but I think I figured it out. A little bit, anyway. I certainly don't have it all figured out. I finally realized what you meant about writing. I wrote a song about you. Maybe I'll sing it someday. I feel you with me at the most unexpected times, and I appreciate it more than anything. I've worked a lot out in my head about God's plan and how this really is all for the best. Don't get me wrong, I would love nothing more than to have you back here with me, but I've decided to put my doubt away and just accept. Tragedy isn't a reason to lose faith unless you want it to be. In the moments where my heart takes me back to sadness, I have to remind myself to breathe and continue on with an unfailing faith. You started volunteering at the Children's Cancer Hospital after I remembered you talking about helping kids with cancer. I wish you could be helping them with me too. You would be so much better at it than I am. I've been walking around with guilt because I wasn't there when you left, and also because you died and I got to stay. I'm okay now, but there are times when I wake up in the middle of the night overwhelmed with responsibility for what happened to you. Then I wake up and I have to forgive again. I have to remind myself, be like Gracie. For the longest time, I struggled with the fact that miracles do happen, but you didn't get one. I sat in your room questioning, why didn't Gracie get a miracle? How could she not deserve a miracle? Then one day, it dawned on me. You didn't get a miracle because you were the miracle. The miracle was mine, getting the privilege of knowing you. And what a privilege it was. Until next time, all my love, always.